we discuss the biggest busts in fantasy football as we are about halfway through the fantasy football season. Here's the biggest sleeper so far. Disclaimer, Rico Dowdle will not count after 2 good games against the 2 worst run defenses in the league, as other than that, he hasn't finished a game over 11 fantasy points. First is obviously Emeka Egbuka. I was high on him coming out, but thought his first year wouldn't be spectacular due to having Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Cade Otton, and Bucky Irvin playing. However, Bucky, Evans, and Godwin have all missed extended time, allowing Egbuka to thrive early on. Overall, he was drafted as the 41st wide receiver and is currently the 6th. A great pickup for fantasy managers this year, no doubt. Next is Javonte Williams. I was not high on him coming into the year at all because I really liked Jaden Blue's preseason and thought they'd split carries. But Blue missed time as well, and Javonte has cooked all year. In PPR, he was drafted as the 37th running back, and now he's the running back 6 and 21st overall fantasy player. Rashee Rice is going to be one of the biggest steals. The last 11 fantasy games he's played, he's averaged 18 points per game. Rice obviously dropped due to his suspension and would have been drafted much higher if he wasn't, but still, it was a huge risk due to not having him for 6 games. But if you got him, he's about to pay off in a very big way. He scored 22 points in his debut while only running 17 routes due to the fact they were blowing doors against the Raiders. Expect Rice to be a top 5 to top 7 wide receiver weekly going forward. No doubt Daniel Jones was the biggest fantasy quarterback steal. Jones was the 261st player taken off the board in QB 31. Now he's literally 5th out of all fantasy quarterbacks and has been absolutely cooking all year. Truly a great steal for whoever drafted him. Lastly, I have Quinshon Judkins. Judkins also saw a large fall in the draft due to his assault charge, but his hype was still there due to the Browns drafting him high in the 2nd round and being their running back 1. He was the 93rd player taken off the board in running back 40 in PPR leagues. Now he's the running back 15, coming off a 3-touchdown game while missing the first game as well. Who else was a great steal in fantasy football this year so far?